Good morning. Okay, I'll just straighten myself up a little bit. This is my Friday morning card and a cuppa Facebook Live. Got my cuppa. Hope you've got yours. Jump on and say hi if you're watching. Now, I'm doing just hands today because I'm not feeling the best. And I just thought I'd do hands, jump on quickly and say hi and do a little card for you. So yeah, feeling okay to be playing in my craft room. It's my happy place. Okay, so today I'm going to play with the gingerbread and peppermint sweet. I'm actually doing a card class tomorrow with this sweet, and I'll just make sure you can hear me. Okay, that's why. Oh, now what did I do? Now go back. Now I've lost myself. Just bear with me, guys. I'm not good at these stuff. Here we go. Found myself again. It's always good to find yourself. Turn that down. Okay. As you can see, one person's watching. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd play with the gingerbread sweet. I really like this sweet. I'm not keen on some of the sentiments because we don't really do peppermint. Well, I don't really do peppermint stuff. But I do love the dies and stamp set and everything that goes with it. And I've mainly focused on the colours of the sweet with the designer series paper. So this was a card class I did when we were in lockdown, an online card class. So as you can see, I focused on the cinnamon cider, the real red, the old olive, and I did this one with soft succulent and the green evening evergreen. So I focused on those colours, but I was looking through Pinterest the other day and I saw some cards that were done in the Whimsey Wonder paper. Oh, hang on, that's in here too. Duh. Let me find it. And it's in the pastels, like the Blushing Bride, Mint Macaron, this one, Blushing Bride, Mint, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Polished Pink. So there's a bright one in there, but a totally different non-Christmas colour range. And I thought I'd just have a go at making some. So this is what I came up with. This. Let me find the stamp set. So this is the stamp set, and these are the dies, and they're really, really good. And I love the way the intricate dies cut out in white looks like the icing on gingerbread, particularly on cinnamon cider. So this is the card that caught my attention. She did different paper underneath, but she softened the bright colours with a layer of vellum, and I thought that was really nice. And I've also used the embellishments, which I'm not crash hot keen on, but with the glue dot they've worked, so I'm happy with that. So that was one card, and then this was another card that this particular lady had done. And I can't remember her name. Larita Marie. I'll have to give her credit at some point. Anyway, she'd done it in different colours. So this is the Mint Macaroon and the Misty Moonlight. So I thought I'd have a go at recreating this in slightly different colours, but to get the same effect. So my phone's already up in the holder. So I'll put that there. And I'll bring this in. So we've got our card base of thick whisper white. I'm to be at a lunch today with some friends, card making friends, but I couldn't go, so a bit disappointing, but sometimes you've got to look after yourself. So that's Blushing Bride, 10 by 14.4. This is the normal Whisper White, and it's 9.5 by 13.9. So that's what we're going to stamp on. So I'll put that to one side, and I'll get got my snowflakes already. And I don't really get into snowflakes because we're not real big on snowflakes, because we don't have snowflakes at Christmas. Now, for the splatter behind, I've just used these stars and snowflakes from Peaceful Deer, but you don't have to. You can just do, if you've got a splatter stamp set, a splatter stamp that's just splatter dots, that would work fine. But I've just pulled that one out of this stamp set to use. So I'm going to use Misty Moon, Polished Pink. You can see I'm really off my game. And just stamp some of these here, just all over. Well, not all over, but just enough to have some poking through when I layer the snowflakes on. And put some down here. I mean, you could do, now I've got a smudge there, but that doesn't matter because that's going to be covered up. So that's probably enough. So I get my chamois and clean it off. I'll put that one back in that stamp set. Okay, so now I'm going to get my blending brush. If you don't have these blending brushes, they are just so good. They come in a pack of 3, and I've allocated mine to certain colours, just so I can, you know, pick them up easily and know I'm not going to contaminate blue with green, etc. So they're $21 for a set of 3, so they are so good. I'll get rid of that for the moment because I don't need that. So I'm just going to make sure it's not too inky, and I'm just going to blend some pink Blushing Bride over a little bit of the white cardstock, not a lot. Always tap it off, just so you don't get like a blobby thing. Like, I don't know, the words aren't coming today. A blob when you go to do the blending, because you don't want blobs unless you can cover them up, which most of the time we can. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do with that. So I'll put my Blushing Bride away, and I'll put that to one side. Whoops, don't want to put it on anything. And I'm going to bring in my scrap white cardstock and my Misty Moonlight. This is last year's, or it's the 2020, is it 2019, 2020? No, 20, I don't know. It's the 2020 in colours, and I so love Misty Moonlight. It's my favourite colour. It really is. It's just not as deep as Night of Navy. It's just a lovely colour. I'll be sad when it goes at the middle of next year. So I'm just going to stamp it down. So with your photopolymer stamps, use your paper piercing mat or a mouse pad just to give it that cushioning, and you'll get a nice image. Reason being is, let me find, the photopolymer don't have the cushioning here like the cling stamps do. So sometimes they're a little bit hard to stamp with, although I don't find the Stampin' Up ones hard to stamp with at all. They're beautiful. But always good to use your paper piercing mat or a mouse pad just to give it that little bit of rubber cushioning. Beautiful. So I'll just put that to one side. I'll clean off my snowflake. there. Now what have I got to do? Put that away. I'm going to bring in, this will fit through the mini embossing machine, but I've got a wider piece of cardstock, so I'm going to bring in the big boss machine. And a plate. And I'm going to get the snowflake. So you could use any of these stamps. There's no star in the stamp set though. Yes, no, there's only the snowflake, the bell and the ornament. There's no star stamp in the stamp set, but you could use any of the stamps to do this card. It doesn't have to be snowflakes. I'm just going to stand up to do this. And I've got my post-it labeling and cover-up tape. It doesn't tear the cardstock like I have trouble with washi tape. It tears the cardstock, I find. And I can just lie that down, put my plate over the top, say hi if you're watching. So I know now we're out of lockdown, people are out and about, so this time is not always a good time to do a live because people aren't home, but that's okay. You can watch it on replay. Okay. And wind that one through. Now I've already wound my snowflakes, the intricate ones, through, so I don't have to do those, just to save a little bit of time. There we go. Put that over there. I just leave my repositional tape on top because you can use it quite a few times before it either tears or it loses its sticky. Okay. So I don't need that, I don't believe. So now I'm going to bring this back in. And I'm going to just sort of play around and place. Just have a little play. You can use the adhesive sheets to position the snowflakes, but as you can see on this one I didn't, because I wanted them to be sort of floating a little bit, so I just used a glue dot in the center. I think one of these has got some adhesive sheet on the back. I think I got one, cut one too many. Oh look, so this one's broken, so this one is going to get hidden. I didn't cut him out too well, did I? So I think that's how I'm going to do it. And you know what, with this one, I think, see, I'm going off on a tangent, can't help myself. I'm going to get my pink brush back in. And I'm just going to give them a little bit of pink. Not much, just a little bit, just a touch. And I'm also going to get my dye brush. This is an end that you can buy to put on your take your pick tool, and it's to brush out intricate dyes. Brush out all the little bits, it gets nearly all of them out pretty much. And you've got the other end to pop them out, the little stubborn ones. My craft room has got these little bits all over it at the moment. I really will have to get my stick vacuum up to just pick up those bits and pieces. But it shows I've been crafting. We've got a bit of an overcast day here today. Here we go. Oh, pick up. And I'll do this one too, because I want to show you something. This might be the sticky one. I think it could be, but that's okay. I don't want to use that on my card. I want to show you what you can do with intricate dies. But because it's sticky, these are harder to get out. Of course, because I've got the adhesive sheet on the back. So if you want your snowflakes or your stars or your bells or whichever stamp you use out of the stamp set to be, if you want the intricate ones to be lying down flat, the adhesive sheets in the catalogue are great. Well worth having. Oh, I'll get that out. That'll do for the moment because that's just a little extra. Okay. Now, did I do all my pink on my little snowflakes? Just put a little touch of pink on them. I know snowflakes aren't pink. Okay. You notice I didn't re-ink that. I just used what ink was on there. So now I'm going to get my glue dots down and all fingers and thumbs today. There we go, just picked one up from the back there. I'm going to put him there. Now, where did I want the others? I think it was there. Sometimes you place things and then move things around and get off. Put that one there. So these ones, these stamped ones are going to go up on dimensionals. So sometimes I'm really, oh, where did I put that one that didn't have it cut out properly? I'll see if I can twist him around so he's hidden. Spinning back. Okay, let's twist you around, so I'm going to hide him so I didn't have to discard him, so that's good. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit low, just realised. Now I can't remember what I was going to say. Goodness me, what a worry I am today. I think. Okay, so I'm just going to put three. You only need 3. I'm going to put that one going there. And this one. This is such an easy card if you've got the tools to be able to cut things out. Probably not a beginner card, but you can see how easy it is. So anyone can make them. Anybody. Okay, so I'm going to get my, that's looking really nice, I'm liking that. Get my cardstock back in, make sure I've got no inky bits where I want to stamp. I'm going to stamp Wishing You a Merry Christmas from the Frosted Gingerbread Suite. Now I was going to do it in the Misty Moonlight, but I think I might do it in the Blushing Bride to match the background. Let's see what we think. Ink it up and just stamp it here. I think that looks alright. I'll close that up. And I'm getting my everyday label punch in. Punches are great for beginners because you don't have to have the die cutting machine and all of that. So if you want to punch for a sentiment, punches are a good place to start, good starting point. Okay, I think that looks nice. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get my pink brush back in. Just go around the edges. These brushes are a bit like Winker Stella. I can't stop playing with them. You get your favourite things and then you just keep going. So I know what I was going to say. I'm trying to get myself out of doing like traditional Christmas colours, or if a sweet comes with certain colours, to branch out and do things that aren't that colour. It's a little bit of a challenge because we sort of get in a bit of a rut. Now I do want to put some ribbon, and I'm going to use the same ribbon because it's beautiful and it's really interesting ribbon. It's got pink sort of iridescent kind of sparkle through it, but when you put it with other colours, it takes on the other colours, which is really interesting, I think. Okay, so we don't want to do it upside down. So this is the way I do my ribbon, just with a bit of double-sided tape. Get rid of that. And put that up like that and just down. See if I'm happy with that situation. Yeah, maybe I might not have it so long. Just a little bit today. That's not enough, I don't think. How about that? That's pretty good. Get my ribbon scissors. And I'll just put a little bit more snail on this end. And take the backing off that might help. And just place it here. Now I can trim this up a little bit, but I'll wait till I put the card all together. So I'm going to get my green glue, or Tombow glue, and put this layer onto the blushing bride. I'm still down a bit low, sorry. Move it up a bit. There we go. No, I want to move that along a bit. I think it's going to be one of those days where I don't get things straight or where I want it. But that's okay. So that's that. And I could pop it up on dimensionals, but I'm not going to because I feel like it's got enough dimension there. And onto my card base. There we go. Glue away. Okay, now Winker Stella. Gotta have your Winker Stella happening. Love my Winker Stella. I'm just gonna do the center of the Misty Moonlight snowflake. Could do the whole snowflake. You know what? I might even do that, but I won't bore you with that. I just love Winker Stella. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to get good old rhinestones. Just your basic rhinestones. Basic rhinestones. Here they are. I'm going to put this size in the middle. excuse me, in the middle of the snowflake. I made myself a cup of coffee and I think it's gone cold. Let me have a sip. I bet it's cold. Yuck, cold. And I'm going to put one up here in this center of this snowflake. Well, these snowflakes are a bit hidden, so therefore I might go with a couple of smaller ones. Get off. One down here. Definitely going to be one of those days. And one in here. So there you go. That's my Makeup Monday for today. Using the Frosted Gingerbread in, I've taken the colour theme from the Whimsey Wonder DSP, which is Mint Macaron, Blushing Bride, Misty Moonlight. I haven't used Polished Pink or Mossy Meadow. But yeah, I might trim this down a little bit. Maybe go this way. Just so they're not hanging off. There we go. So, just a variation on the colour scheme that's shown in the catalogue, and what you can do with different colours, and just trying to branch out and not stick to the same colour theme. It can totally change the look of a stamp set. So I hope you've enjoyed my card and a cuppa today. I hope your coffee didn't go cold. I'll have to go and make another one. And I'll see you on Monday for my Makeup Monday. So thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.